I've used monitor light bars for years, but these types of lights do have their shortcomings. First, they aren't great for dual monitor setups, requiring you to pick one monitor to set it up on with an uneven light source. Curved ultrawides also don't work great with these smaller straight or even curved bars because of how small the light bars are. LED task lamps with flexible goosenecks are without question the best option right now. Instead of mounting to your monitor, they actually clamp to your desk. Their flexibility works great with dual monitor setups, and some of the larger models are even great for your ultra-wide monitor needs as well. Recently, I bought 5 top-rated gooseneck LED desk lamps on Amazon to see which one is the best. Let's jump into it. The Aronlove was the least expensive option that I tested in this group overall. Normally retailing around $26, I did notice that it drops consistently into that sub $20 range pretty much on a monthly basis. This was the top seller of all the desk lamps that I purchased, with more than 10,000 sold in the last month alone. It averages about 4.6 out of 5 stars with over 6,000 reviews too, which is crazy. The Aronlove is powered with a standard USB plug and power adapter. Now, I did purchase the standard size. There are also 2 upgrades as well. Interesting options, but not nearly as popular. You can also get them in an assortment of colors. I chose black, but there's also pink, white, gray, orange, and green. Now, this is definitely the most simple system of all those that I purchased, which probably isn't too surprising based on the price point. Switching between the colors and turning on and off is done with a quick press on the only button which is actually found on the cord. Long press if you want to adjust the brightness. Color temps range for the lighting from about 2700 Kelvin all the way up to about 6500 Kelvin and provide a brightness adjustment from about 1% to a max of 100%. Now, this light is going to sit about 27 inches off the surface of the desk, and that's when it's slightly bent so that you can actually get the lighting downward. It has a 360-degree spinning head, which I didn't use, and overall, this seems to be the least intuitive of all the lights that I tested. This is also the least bright of all the lights that I tested, so that's something to take note of. Desk lamps can definitely help improve your desk comfort overall, but office chairs will definitely have the biggest improvement. Check out our office chair comfort cheat sheet linked in the description to help you find the most comfortable chair. Super Danny is the second desk lamp that I tested and the least popular of the group, but it's still sold about 1,000 plus units in the last month. Super Danny, what a name. I can't believe that's the least popular. Oh well. The retail price is around that $30 price point with an average of about 4.5 out of 5 stars with 2,600 plus reviews. You can typically grab this up for around that $20 price point each month when it goes on sale. There are 3 different color options, black, white, and gray. I chose white, and I think it looks really good. Now, the Super Danny uses a standard USB plug and power adapter to power it up. Unlike the Aronlove, they have a much better placement for that power cord, which actually comes out at the base of the post. This is the longest post of all the models that I tested as well, with a max height of about 30 inches. The light itself is about 17 inches wide and puts off a good amount of light for that price point. There are 3 color options, 3,000 Kelvin warm, 4,000 Kelvin neutral, and 6,000 K, which is a cool white. The buttons on Super Danny are also located on the actual light itself. The left button will change the colors, and a long press of that power button changes the brightness. One feature that was interesting was the positioning of the LED lights themselves, with an intentional 45-degree angle used. Now, they mentioned the ability to create a better asymmetrical light pattern here, avoiding that natural light bleed that will happen on your monitor. Unfortunately, while the idea was good, the positioning of the lights didn't really stop the light bleed onto the monitors. The Motu Men LED desk lamp is the first light that I tested to feature a split light system. Now, it normally sells around that $30 price point retail, but the price has jumped around from about $20 to $25 up to that $30 pretty frequently. Motu Men has sold about 3,000 plus in the last month, with an average about 4.7 out of 5 stars, with almost 1,500 reviews. Now, I'm going to be completely honest, I don't know if it's pronounced Motu Men. This is just another one of those crazy brand names on Amazon. There are only 2 color options available, black or white. Now, the light itself is about 22 inches wide, but it does have that split in 2 separate lights. The overall light is about 28.5 inches tall here. The adjustable pivot feature on the light is nice if you have 2 monitors. Now, this was always an issue with monitor light bars. You really had to pick one monitor to put the light on, and then the lighting was never even. There's 5 color temperatures with the Motu Men, which is 3000K, 3800K, 4500K, 5500K, and all the way up to 6500K. So you're going to have that right kind of balance of the color or lighting that you prefer. There's also 5 different brightness presets, 20%, 40, 60, 80, and 100. Plus, you could obviously dim it down and basically make it as bright as you want as well. The Motu Men was the first LED desk lamp that I tested that included a remote control. The remote provides an option to switch all the different colors using those buttons as favorites or scrolling through a plus or minus button too, so you can kind of go through all the different options. And there was also a brightness button with a 1-hour timer on the remote as well. Even though you have a remote, there were also buttons on the lamp as well. I think this is a nice feature, especially if you temporarily lose your remote remote, or if you just want to quickly turn it off as you're going by your desk. One feature that I found interesting was the smart memory feature that it includes. This allows you to basically turn off your light, and then the next time you turn it on, it will be in that last saved color and brightness setting. The OneMix 42-inch LED task lamp is the largest of all the lights I've tested when fully expanded. Over 4,000 have been sold in just the last month with an average rating of 4.8 out of 5 stars, which is actually tied for the highest of all the lights that I tested. But with only 890 reviews, it has the fewest reviews of the bunch. The retail price is $79.99, but looking back historically, it's actually very rare to see it sold for more than $50, so definitely do not buy this if you see it over $50. It will definitely come down soon. The max height is 27 inches and features 5 color temps ranging from about 3200 Kelvin all the way up to 6500 Kelvin, kind of right in that same range as all the other units that we've tested here. Now there are also 6 different brightness presets. Like Motu Men, the OneMix includes a remote control with a full range of adjustments. It also includes a 1, 2, and 4 hour timer mode, which is unique to this product alone. There are a ton of adjustments and configurations you can actually make with the light itself. Included in the pictures here are just a few that you can actually come up with so many different ideas, of course, based on your own individual setup. Now, unfortunately, even though this was the largest of all the lights I tested, it felt awkward. The flexible gooseneck is massive, and overall, the light didn't feel as solid as the other options. Saving the best for last, and arguably the hardest name, Pisla's LED test lamp is the brightest of all the lights that I tested. Honestly, I have no idea if that's how you say this name. There's no way for me to know. Over 5,000 of these have been sold in just the last month with an average score of 4.8 out of 5 stars and a whopping 2,700 plus reviews. Now, based on my experience, I'm really not surprised to see this the highest rated light overall. The retail price on this is just under $70, but over the last 12 months, they go on sale again monthly and retail closer, I think, to about that $48 price point. The light itself is about 31.5 inches wide with 2 segments that feature a pivot adjustment to adjust the angle of each light segment. This is great, again, for dual monitor setups. The Pisla's is the first light that I tested that also has a 270-degree rotation adjustment for the actual light itself. Now, this allows you to change the angle of the light, meaning you can change where the light is focused. This is really nice. Overall, the actual light itself feels really solid too. It's just a much better built one than all of the others that I've tested. Now, as mentioned, the brightness on this one is incredible, but if you want even more, they do offer an upgraded version with 4 lights versus the 2 lights that I tested here, which again is going to be insanely bright. Now, there are 5 different color options to pick from, ranging anywhere from about 3,000 Kelvin to 5,500 Kelvin, and then 5 preset light brightness settings as well. But of course, like I said, you can get anywhere you want from about 1% to 100% for all of these options as you kind of press and hold down their adjustments for their brightness. Now, to make the adjustments to your color, brightness, or just turn it on and off, there is a puck remote control included. This reminds me a lot of the monitor light bars that I've tested in the past and the ones that I actually use, and is preferred over the remote control because it's much less likely to leave your desk. Hopefully you like this video, or if there are any brands or models I missed, please drop them in the comments. Thanks for watching.